Medellin, Colombia, the city of eternal spring. It's got everything you could ever need in my recommendation for paradise on a budget. I've rented out mansions and throw parties with my friends, dance salsa with Colombianas, and even jet skied around Maluma's house in Guatapé, all while mingling with locals and soaking up the culture. There's no need to break the bank in places like Miami. I'll tell you everything you need to know about nightlife, best spots to stay, must-try activities, costs, safety, essential apps, even dating advice to make sure your Medellin experience is unforgettable. Let's dive right in. I've traveled solo for 3 years, and I've spent 5 months in Medellin. My experience there got me 11 million likes on social media and over 350,000 followers. A lot of them have requested this. I hope you like it. I'm going to start out with some of the most common questions. A lot of people ask me, can I travel to Colombia if I don't know any Spanish? And the answer is absolutely yes. Not to say you're not going to have to use some body language or point at some menus in order to get around sometimes, but especially if you stay in some touristy areas, there's a lot of people willing to help. There's a lot of people willing to translate for you, and a lot of people speak English already. Okay, this is for my solo travelers. This is if you're looking to make friends and meet people. I want to talk a little bit about language exchanges. Language exchanges are great if you're trying to meet a local and have more of a serious connection with them. It's not a club. It's not a bar. The people there are usually in college, educated, and really want to learn English. This is also good if you want to make some local friends because it's more likely that they speak English. So similar to the US, you can meet people through Tinder, Bumble, Colombian Cupid. There's a bunch of apps to help you get in contact. Most of the locals do not speak very good English. Don't be afraid to Google Translate, and it's actually a great opportunity to learn the language. Speaking with a local and practicing your Spanish, even if you're fumbling through, even if you're using Google Translate, it's definitely doable. We're just going to be practicing my Spanish. So, ¿cómo te llamas?
Hola, me llamo Manuela.
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 ¿Cuántos años tienes? I've met some incredible people dating in Colombia. It's given me the actual inside look at a local's life, and I've learned a lot of cool things. One of my favorite things about Medellin is the nightlife scene. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. Now, the best cocktails in Medellin are going to be at Cafe Noir. I will say this, I'm doubling down on it. They have a black mezcal margarita there that is absolutely incredible. I love it. The presentation of it, the decor of the whole place is really, really spot on. It's so fancy. It's a great spot for like a chill date night. I like to do it before like a night out. Like this is like the pregame spot. Because drinks are really expensive here. This is probably the most expensive drinks in the city. They can run about $10, $12 a drink. And I know you're saying that's not expensive, but for Colombia, that's super expensive. So try some of their drinks. Definitely hit this spot up before you go out on the town and you will not be disappointed. Or if you want like a chill, mellow sort of night, you can hang out there the rest of the night. It doesn't ever get too crazy there. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now, right next door to Cafe Noir is a place called La Octava. Now, this place gets absolutely wild on the weekends. It has a giant ball pit. It's super fun. People there are going crazy all the time. It's definitely a really good spot if you're looking to party. I would recommend going early and getting a table by the ball pit on the right-hand side. This is really important because it gets so crowded that when you don't have a table and you want to drink and hang out with friends, it just gets a little bit too congested. And those tables lining up by the ball pit will give you access to the ball pit and a cool spot to chill and drink, and you'll be right next to the dance floor. So definitely check out that row of tables and go early if you're trying to party in La Octava. There might be an entrance fee to get into that basement area with the ball pit, but it should only be about $2 or $3. Some of these places have cover charges, but in Colombia, they're usually really, really cheap, just like everything else. And the drinks in La Octava are really fairly priced, like $1, $2 beers, very cheap cocktails. It's a great spot if you're looking to have just an epic night of partying and fun. People jump in the ball pit, everyone's dancing. It's a good time. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. This is for someone looking for something a little bit off the beaten path, a little bit more Colombian culture-wise, and also I haven't seen a lot of posts or information about these. And these are these horse bars or country bars. It's a bar with an area and they have dancing horses that go around it, and they have live music, live bands. It's a country sort of traditional theme. They're a lot of fun. This one in particular is La Maclienda. I had a great time here. For $10, you can ride the horse in the bar around with people. People are singing music, energy's high. They also host events and concerts. So if you're looking for a wild night, make sure you go and check out when they have some sort of event or band there. These places look like they get really, really crazy. I have a lot more bars and more information on my full Medellin guide. I also include a PDF with every day of the week and all the best events going on that day of the week. So no matter when your trip to Medellin is or when the mood strikes you, you know that you can find a place with a good party and a good atmosphere, whatever you're looking for. If you're interested, check that out. I know I have a nightlife section in this video, and it's important that you understand the safety of Colombia when you're going out and drinking. I personally never walk home after I've been drinking or walk home alone when it's late at night. This is a big city, and just like a big cities anywhere in the world, you can stumble across bad neighborhoods or bad people. What's great is Ubers are all over the place and they're $2, so it's always easier to just call an Uber back to your apartment. Even if it's like a 10-minute walk, I usually call Ubers unless I'm with a group. As far as activities to do in Medellin, I highly recommend one specific one called Comuna 13. It is my personal favorite thing to do when I'm visiting Medellin. So Comuna 13's focus is on arts, and you see dance troupes, you see graffiti artists, you see a lot of stores with a main focus on art. Performers there, the artists there, they're all locals from Comuna 13. To me, it's amazing to see just how much art came from this community where it couldn't ever before just because of the violence in there. And once that was lifted, it became such a beautiful place. Everyone there is really, really nice. That energy is incredible. I highly, highly recommend Comuna 13. The tours are very cheap. You can find a tour for $12 to $8. But if you want an over-the-top, a great tour guide that I personally recommend, I'm leaving his WhatsApp number and the link below. His name is Brian. He's a Medellin local. He does a great job touring the city. He also knows a ton of other locations, so really pick his brain if you're getting to Medellin. I'm leaving a link below. Getting to Comuna 13, you could certainly take a taxi there. Taxis or Ubers in Medellin are really, really cheap. It shouldn't cost you more than $10, maybe $15 to make your way to Comuna 13. You could also take the metro. The metro station is really, really safe and really, really cheap. If you're thinking of only spending about $2, you could take the metro there. One cool thing about the metro, and this is really unique to Medellin, is it includes a gondola. I don't know any metro system in the world. For $2, you could take a gondola ride up to the top and see amazing views of the city. What's really unique about Comuna 13 is it's built by the people. You can see houses currently under construction. They ended up getting plumbing and electricity just all themselves. It's really incredible to see the ingenuity of the people there. How it works is if you have a house, you sort of build it yourself. And then if you have kids and they want to start a family, they build on top of you. And so you see these stacking houses, a bunch of different colors, and the views from Comuna 13 are truly unique. I haven't seen them many places in the world. You get to see the community built by the people up on top of the hill, as well as the city of Medellin. The energy is incredible. That's basically what the tour is you making your way up to the top, and there's like a big finale with big view of the city. Enjoy a beer up there, chat with your tour guide, or make some friends along the way. Absolutely could recommend it enough. Comuna 13 is incredible. Colombia is a really cheap place. I'm talking $2 Ubers, $6 to $10 nice restaurant meals. One of my friends says they can survive off $150 a week. Well, I have other friends that spend $6,000 a month. So it really depends on what location. I'm going to do a breakdown of all the budgets. So no matter what yours are and what length of time you're staying in Colombia, you will be able to plan correctly. Hostels have a bad rep in America because we don't really have a hostel culture. A lot of people envision 18 bunk beds in one room with a bunch of strangers, but they are the best place if you're a solo traveler. You can find some for like $8 a day, upwards to $18 a day. Private rooms are, of course, more expensive, but these spots are hubs for travelers, hubs for foreigners. They host a lot of socialization events. If you're a solo traveler, I can't recommend anything more than checking out some hostels, either going to the bar on some nights or staying at one. Now, I stay at Selena's, usually in private rooms. These are really nice. The decor is incredible. The amenities are really good because you're going to have all your food and a co-working space in the bottom. They host events all the time. Yoga, flash tattoos, dancing, salsa, karaoke. You're going to have all of that right in your building. Another great hostel to stay at is one called Messiah. The rooftop at Messiah is unbelievable. I love the views there. It has a pool and a hot tub. All throughout the day, there's always people hanging out. Like I said, the best places to go if you're a solo traveler. This is where all the solo travelers hang out. You'll meet people from all over the world. And because English is an international language, it's more likely you're able to communicate and meet people in English. Messiah has great food. Their drinks are cheap. It's got a lot of events as well. Tons of opportunity for you to meet people and meet other people traveling. I really, really like staying in these locations because most of the people in Salina or Messiah are going to want to check out touristy things just like you. I also go over a mid-tier and a high-tier budget, the exact neighborhoods and Airbnb prices and locations down to the streets I like to stay at in my full guide. So if that's something that interests you, go ahead and check out the full guide. Before you come to Colombia, I definitely recommend you download some apps that you probably don't know about. I'm not talking about Google Translate and Google Maps. I'm talking about Rappi. I loved Rappi, especially if you're spending some long periods of time in Medellin. It's the best delivery service app I've ever seen. It's incredible. You could literally order anything on Rappi. You will probably see the motorcycles and the bikes all around town. They're delivering things constantly. If you want a suitcase, if you want literally anything from any store, a Rappi driver will come deliver it to you for like $2. This is where I ate most of my food from, was Rappi. I loved Rappi, the food. For a delivery cost like that, compared to Uber Eats or anything like that, it's so cheap. Just make sure you tip your Rappi driver as well, because the delivery fee is only like $1 sometimes. Finally, another really cool, unique thing about Rappi is they will bring you cash. I've never seen that. You can literally order 400,000 Colombian pesos. A Rappi driver comes up and hands you cash. If you ever run low on cash, it comes in so useful, and you never know when you're going to need it. So I would set up your Rappi when you arrive or beforehand. It's just an all-around really, really useful app. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is a brand new YouTube channel, so every single like and subscription and comment really helps the algorithm for me. Also, check out the full website below if you're looking for a more in-depth guide for Medellin. Bye guys.